Deep in the heart of Bharat's spiritual soul lies a story of a prodigy who changed the course of Indian philosophy forever. A sage who walked the length and breadth of the land, uniting it with the timeless wisdom of Advaita Vedanta. This is the story of Adi Shankaracharya, saint, philosopher and revolutionary reformer. In the quiet village of Kaladi, on the banks of the Periyar River, life moved at a gentle pace, untouched by the chaos of the outside world. The villagers lived in harmony with nature, their days marked by the rhythm of the river and the whisper of the wind through the coconut palms. It was a place where the divine seemed to touch the earth, and every sunrise brought with it a sense of peace and renewal. In this idyllic setting, a miracle was born in 788 CE. The birth of Shankara was no ordinary event. It was as if the universe itself had conspired to bring forth a soul destined for greatness. His arrival was heralded by signs and omens that left the villagers in awe, and they knew that this child was special. Shankara, a child of extraordinary intelligence and spiritual depth, stunned everyone around him. From a very young age, he exhibited a wisdom and understanding that seemed far beyond his years. His eyes, deep and contemplative, held the promise of a future filled with profound insights and spiritual revelations. By the age of 3, he could recite the Vedas, the ancient scriptures that formed the foundation of Hindu philosophy and spirituality. His ability to grasp complex concepts and articulate them with clarity left his teachers and elders in awe. They marveled at his prodigious talent and wondered what destiny had in store for this remarkable child. And by 7, he had already begun debating the intricacies of philosophy. His debates were not mere child's play. They were profound discussions that delved into the very essence of existence, the nature of reality, and the mysteries of the universe. Elders and scholars alike were captivated by his insights and the depth of his understanding. But the true turning point came when young Shankara faced a crocodile in the river, a moment that would mark his renunciation of the world and his journey towards spiritual awakening. This dramatic encounter was not just a test of his physical courage, but also a pivotal moment in his spiritual journey. As he faced the jaws of the crocodile, he made a vow to his mother that he would renounce the world and dedicate his life to the pursuit of spiritual knowledge and enlightenment. With his mother's reluctant blessing, Shankara set out on a path that would lead him to become one of the greatest philosophers and spiritual leaders in Indian history. His journey was not just a physical one, but a profound inner quest for truth and understanding. As he walked away from the river, his heart was filled with a sense of purpose and determination. He knew that his life would be dedicated to the service of humanity and the dissemination of spiritual wisdom. This was the birth of a legend, a soul destined to illuminate the world with his teachings and to inspire generations to come. With the blessings of his mother, young Shankara embarked on a journey that would change the course of Indian philosophy and spirituality forever. His mother, with a heart full of love and hope, saw him off with a prayer for his safety and success. She knew that his path would be fraught with challenges but also filled with divine purpose. Shankara set forth on an extraordinary mission. As he walked barefoot through dense forests and across vast plains, his mind was focused on a singular goal: to seek the ultimate truth. The journey was not just a physical one, but a deeply spiritual quest that would take him to the farthest corners of the Indian subcontinent. Travelling from Kerala to the Himalayas, he sought out Govindapada, a great sage, to learn the essence of Advaita Vedanta, the oneness of existence. The landscapes he traversed were as varied as the teachings he sought. From the lush greenery of Kerala to the towering peaks of the Himalayas, each step brought him closer to his spiritual awakening. Brahman is the ultimate reality, Govindapada taught him. In the serene caves and ancient temples, Shankara meditated deeply on these teachings. The concept that the world is an illusion and that the self is not separate from the universal was revolutionary. It challenged the very foundations of the existing religious and philosophical thought. The world is an illusion. This profound realization dawned upon Shankara as he spent countless hours in contemplation. The simplicity of village life contrasted sharply with the mystic truths he was uncovering. Every element of nature seemed to whisper the secrets of the universe to him. The self is not separate from the universal. This understanding became the cornerstone of Shankara's teachings. His serene face, often lost in deep thought, reflected the inner peace that comes from such profound knowledge. Meditating by rivers and under the open sky, he felt a deep connection with the cosmos. These teachings ignited Shankara's vision to revive Sanatana Dharma. He travelled from village to village, passionately discussing his insights with followers. People showed him great reverence, recognizing the depth of his wisdom. His mission was clear: to restore the ancient spiritual traditions and guide humanity towards the realization of the ultimate truth. India, in the 8th century, was a land of philosophical conflict, a time when the air was thick with debates and discussions. The landscape was dotted with temples and monasteries, where scholars from various schools of thought gathered to engage in intellectual duels. These debates were not just academic, they often had profound implications for society at large. Debates raged between different schools of thought, often dividing society. The arguments were intense, with each philosopher passionately defending their perspective. These intellectual battles were a testament to the vibrant and dynamic nature of Indian philosophy during this period. The courts of kings and the courtyards of temples became arenas where ideas clashed and new philosophies were born. But Shankara, with his razor-sharp intellect and unmatched eloquence, resolved these disputes. He was a towering figure in the world of philosophy, known for his ability to dissect complex arguments and present them with clarity. His teachings were not just about winning debates, they were about finding the underlying unity in diverse viewpoints. Shankara's approach was revolutionary, as he sought to bridge the gaps between conflicting ideologies. With humility and brilliance, Shankara didn't aim to destroy other philosophies. He aimed to understand them deeply and find common ground. His method was one of respectful dialogue and mutual learning. He believed that every philosophy had a kernel of truth, and his goal was to weave these truths into a coherent and harmonious whole. Shankara's humility was as profound as his intellect, and it was this combination that made his teachings so impactful. He refined and harmonized them, paving the way for a united spiritual ethos. Shankara's work laid the foundation for a more inclusive and integrated approach to spirituality, one that transcended sectarian divisions. His legacy is a testament to the power of intellectual humility and the pursuit of wisdom. Through his efforts, Shankara not only resolved philosophical conflicts, but also enriched the spiritual tapestry of India, leaving an indelible mark on its cultural and intellectual heritage. To ensure the wisdom of Advaita Vedanta flourished for generations, Shankara established 4 mathas, spiritual centres in the 4 corners of India. These mathas became beacons of knowledge and unity, bridging cultural and regional divides. Shankara's legacy was carried forward by his 4 chief disciples, Padmapada, Sureshvara, Totaka, and Hastamalaka. Each of them played a crucial role in spreading his teachings and ensuring that the flame of Advaita Vedanta continued to shine. Even today, the echoes of Adi Shankaracharya's teachings can be heard in every corner of India. His commentaries on the Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita, and Brahma Sutras continue to guide spiritual seekers. Adi Shankaracharya's journey came full circle in Kedarnath, where he is said to have attained Mahasamadhi at the young age of 32. In just 3 decades, he achieved what few could in lifetimes, laying the foundation for a spiritually united India. Adi Shankaracharya reminds us that the search for truth is eternal, and within each of us lies the spark of the infinite. How does his wisdom resonate with you today? Rediscover Adi Shankaracharya. Rediscover yourself. On-screen text. Text on screen.